Hi crafters, Raquel here. I'm coming along with the Paper Rose Studio Boho Baby collection. This is a darling collection with a bunch of little elements that I'm about to show you, and I'm going to be creating a project for you as well. But I'm going to start with the embossed die cuts. Now I want to let you know that Paper Rose always has a variety of options with their paper collection, so just because I am showing you some here does not mean that this is all there is to it. So I do invite you to always follow the links in the description bar of the video, so that way you can get to see a bit more of what's available with each one. So having said that, I think this is so cute. So to show you the embossed die cuts, these are 4 sheets, they're 6 by 8. And these are embossed pop-out die cuts. I prefer these because they're just quick and easy to use. And what I mean is that you don't need to do anything to them. You just pop them right out of the background. But look at how darling they are. Now the colors are very soft and muted. And of course, there's quite a bit of green and this cream color going on. But I think they can be used for really any baby occasion. I don't think there would be an error in using them, whether it be for a baby girl or a baby boy, because there are little florals, balloons, there are bows, banners, the little rainbows, onesies, and the teddy bear and the little bunny, the stork image, which is so very traditional. A little tag here that says baby, and then there's little trains, a little cake. So perfect for any kind of baby shower theme, or just maybe a memory book or cards that have to do with little babies, of course. Now the next thing is the 6 by 6 papers. I'm going to show you these next. In this collection of 6 by 6 papers, you're going to get 18 double-sided pattern papers, 3 each of 12 designs, and they're always printed on 200 GSM cardstock, so that way they're nice and sturdy. But right off the bat here, you see that you can do the first 6 months of the baby's life. How darling is that? And this is all ready for you, so you can cut these apart and add them to scrapbook or mini album. And then on the back, you're going to get a different pattern. And these, of course, are wonderful for a baby theme project, but some of them are neutral enough in pattern that you can use them for any other kind of card making. So here's the next 6 months. So you get the first full year of the baby's life that you can go ahead and document. Super darling. And then there's the background with some super sweet images, and the scale is perfect for the size of paper, meaning that because the paper is only 6 by 6, then the scale of the images are adapted to that. So these repeat themselves. And now what I'm going to show you is the 12 by 12 collection. Before I forget, these are Boho Baby Basics. So just because this is the title of this one does not mean that there aren't more available. So again, I do invite you to check out the rest. So here is the 12 by 12 collection. As you can see on the top, you have the cut aparts, and of course this is the cover, but you do get 12 double-sided pattern papers, 2 each of 12 designs, also printed on 200 GSM cardstock. And then down here you get a little sneak peek of what's available. However, the scale of this is smaller just for the print there. Now on the back of this, you get a bunch of sentiments that you can either use for card making or use it along with this paper collection. But what's really neat is that the font matches the delicate little drawings that are available in the collection, and also the colors match perfectly. This is Boho Baby A. So these packs of papers, by the way, are available in 24 packs of just this singular design. So if you have a particular project in mind, then you can definitely just go ahead and pick up a pack of 24. But look at how cute this little bunny is. Of course, it catches your eye right away. The little baby in the cradle there, and also little toys. These little sentiments like bundle of joy, sweet new arrival, hello baby, sweet dreams, so darling. And then some little frames that you could also use to maybe jot down a special date, or maybe the size of the baby when the baby's born. But The back of this is so cute with all of the little onesies in a clothing line. And then I really like the little eucalyptus that's been added to that. It's so very delicate and sweet. The next is Boho Baby B. And this one has this nice sage green background with the stars, a hot air balloon, and then again there's that baby in the swing there. Very, very cute. And then on the background there's the word baby repeated with little daisies and also little hearts. The bottom always has a little strip that you can also use independently to add any details to your crafting so that it doesn't go to waste. Boho Baby C has some larger cut aparts, so these are actually quite big on the page here. So I would say they're about 6 inches tall, and then these would be perfect for card fronts or just to add a little more detail to a memory book or scrapbook layout. And of course the images are very soft, very, very innocent, and also there are these that are repeated that have, for instance, the little table like a baby shower. Then there's that little teddy bear holding the little branches there. And I love this one with the little steps ahead and the little footprints. Then on the back of that, there is the stork carrying that baby with little happy clouds and rainbows and the hot air balloon. This is Boho Baby D, and it repeats that scene of the table with the cake, the little presents, and this would be wonderful for the announcement of a baby, or perhaps a shadow box that you can create with the picture of the newborn child and then present this to the parents. I think that would be really darling. And then the balloons are so very pretty. You could even write the names of attendees of a baby shower if you wanted to do that. But this is Boho Baby D, in case I didn't mention that, and the back has that beautiful plaid in that nice neutral color. This is Boho Baby E, and this has smaller cut aparts, but very darling, of course, with the teddy bear theme, the little shoes, the onesie, the little toys, a crib. That little teddy with a blankie is just darling. There's even a little cupcake and a rainbow, and it points out the first. For instance, first time standing up, first bath, etc., so that you can commemorate those special occasions. The back of that has a collection of different onesies, and some of them have teddy bears, others have little stars, but they're all very cute. And then it has, of course, the strip at the bottom. Boho Baby F has all of the little toys along the bottom with the greenery. The background is that very soft stripe, and then it has a little bunting at the top corner there. And on the back here there are more little toys with a creamy background, and the little bunny and the bear have the little green touches in their sweater and also the little bow. But then there's this other little bunny that has a more neutral color bow. And I really like the little snow globe with the teddy bear inside. And of course the blocks and the trains. Oh my gosh, just brings back memories, of course. And then there's this taupe color stripe at the bottom. And then the pages repeat themselves. So you have plenty of opportunity here to just be creative and come up with something unique. So next I'll go ahead and share with you what the project will be. So stick with me, and of course I invite you to subscribe if you're new to this channel, so that way you can gain lots more inspiration with all of the items from Paper Rose Studio. Okay, so here is the result of what I made. I went ahead and made a little mini album, and I allowed myself to be inspired by the shapes and little images in the paper collection. So on the cover I added the title that says baby. I added the little bunny, it reminded me of either Benjamin Bunny or Peter Rabbit. I added the little cloud, the cluster of balloons, the rainbow, some little daisies, some of the little greenery from the ephemera, and the little rattle that has the green bow. And as you can tell, all of that has a shimmer, and it already comes that way. So what I did, of course, is create the base of the book with the cloud shapes for every page. And I also went ahead and adorned this with a little bit of tulle and some golden ribbon so that it would all be nice and cohesive. I've got this really beautiful curly ribbon for the closure. And I did create a shaker for the spine, and it has sequins in the colors that are available in the paper collection as well. And on the back, I simply finished it with a painted piece of white cardstock. I created a stencil, and I did go ahead and use some gold paint for the stars. But of course you could do some stenciling with, or I'm sorry, some foiling with a stencil if you have that instead. And I did go ahead and ink the edges of all the papers also. Some of them are tattered. And for the first page, I did create this little fold out, which will house a photo here, and then use more of those little ephemera pieces. I cut up the little sentiment that says bundle of joy so that it would fit. Added 2 clouds, 2 little hearts, and then this little guy is from the cut aparts from the 12 by 12 collection. Over here I created a pocket using vellum. I added the stencil that I created and added some gold foil onto that vellum. Used one of the bottom strips from one of the papers here, and here is also from the cut aparts the number 1, and I did 1 through 12 because that was available with the 6 by 6 paper collection. And here I added the little stork delivering the baby. This has some pockets, so as you can see here, I incorporated the different pieces of ephemera onto little bases that I created, and also used those strips of the paper, so that was super easy to make. And then this one is just a square card. I did use the square dies from Paper Rose, and then that's just topped with a little piece of ephemera, so of course a little photo could go inside, or you could do 2 photos and then write the details of those on the back. I really like doing that for little albums such as these. And then over here we have these that gorgeous scenery from that paper. I didn't want to cut that away. I just think that that's darling. So here's the number 2, a little side pocket, and then more pieces here created with the square dies, and here another piece of ephemera. As you can tell, the paper is double-sided, so you choose the side that suits the page the most. And then this little die here is also from Paper Rose, so I'll go ahead and add links of all those items. Here are my first time standing up, my first laugh. These, of course, are the images that are part of the cut aparts. However, I did use a die that cuts this kind of Polaroid shape, and so the image that was in here did fall out, so it gives place for a photo instead. And then over here there's a corner pocket with the 3-month-old marker and a little side pocket there. The next page folds open with the number 4 here, and this will open to the side, allowing you to then open this page, and you can see the number 5 is just a tuck in here. So if you wanted to add a little frame, any one of these little cut aparts, you could add it there with a photo, or place a photo on the background, or simply tuck several photos inside. Then there's this side, so it opens this way as well. Again, you could either do some journaling of what happened in the photos, anything like that. There's that little hot air balloon and that bunny, and this is also a tuck-in portion there. So all of the photos will be able to slip behind any of the images that I've added from the collection. And then that background I also adorned with some golden paint with the stencil that I created, and I did splatter some gold paint on there as well. This closes just like that. And this page here has now the number 6 on this corner with that darling little teddy bear inside of that boat. There is a label behind him, but it is in vellum, just to add a little bit of a shadow there. And then I created more little spaces here for photos by using the cut aparts. And of course you could add the photo behind this if you'd like to leave those images intact. And then I did also use a different die that I have to create this. It's almost like a little library insert, and then use the label portion of that to cut the paper that says baby repeatedly, and added one of those little stars there, and of course that's framed in gold, so that's super cute. And this page here for the 7 months has 2 of those darling images. Again, that bunny and one of the teddy bears. I added a little heart in the center. All of the papers minus the white papers you see are from the paper collection, but this opens like such, and of course you could fit a larger photo here. And then on this side there's the side pocket with the number 8, and then more little frames. And this was using the square frame dies from Paper Rose, as well as this one. I just cut it out of vellum for the frame, and then this is that center portion, so that can be used as a little template for the photo that you may place inside. There's a little banner from the paper collection, those darling little shoes, also from the ephemera, and those will tuck nicely in here. Then that closes. The next page has the 9th month. I placed the little onesie up here and then the sentiment, my first steps, so I did cut that out of the background. This actually folds up, and there's another little onesie here. Of course, a photo will fit behind it, and then there's a space here for a photo. And I love the little paper with the bunnies. I thought that was so cute. Then on this side, another little pocket. This one's just horizontal here, cut into the paper, and then it has the 10-month-old with the teddy bear, another stripe there, and more of those cut aparts. So this was what I was explaining earlier. I did use this die, and some of the little images would fall out, of course. However, those can then be used as their own little photo frames, because you can place a photo right behind them, or do some little note-taking there of any firsts that you would like to place the date on there. That can be done. Then there are 2 pockets here with the 11th month, with 2 more larger photo frames here that can be used either in a horizontal or vertical perspective. Then here I created another vellum pocket with more little stars, and using a different die set I created that little pocket where you can slide in more little details there. I added that banner, and because the paper is double-sided, when you fold it over using any kind of die that you may have, it'll look really pretty on both sides. Here I added a little bit of this rickrack, which is actually very soft in texture, and then added another little piece of ephemera with a toy box there. And this page goes on to have this side here, and here I added the little teddy bear. I just traced around him to cut a shadow out of the paper collection. I used another one of those strips here, and this will open. It does have magnets behind it. And there is this waterfall here, which I kept super simple. And that way the photos and the papers are not too thick to compete with the magnets. And then lastly, here is the back page, which also has the 12-month marker here. And then I did cut into the paper. I fussy cut that, so that way I could create a pocket for more little frames, using just the rectangular die set from Paper Rose. And also it indicates my first birthday, because that's the end of that 12th month. So that completes this book. I had a lot of fun creating it. I wanted to just show something a little bit different, as I like to do. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe to Paper Rose Studio, as well as visit the community page on Facebook, so that way you can share anything that you may make with this paper collection. And I hope that you can be inspired and be blessed, and I thank you so much for watching.